Hi guys, welcome to the channel DNA Digital Network Academy. This is ACL part 2. What we had covered under the part 1. So let's quickly recap. ACL, what is ACL? Access control list is a list of conditions that categorize the packet. There are two options in ACL, right? Which you can either filter the traffic, permit or deny. Right? There are two kind of access control list: standard access control list and extended. Third is the name, but is the same, right? Standard access control list filter the packet based on a source IP address only. Extended access control list filter the packet based on a source IP, destination IP, protocol field and a port number. Standard access control is number between the 1 to 99 and 1300 to 199. Extended access control list range start from 100 to 199 and expanded range is 200 to 2000 to 2699. Standard access control list we can apply as close as source. There are two directions, inbound or outbound. Extended access control list apply as close as destination. Again the same, inbound and outbound direction. What is inbound direction? Inbound means first processed by the ACL, then routed by the routing engine. Outbound access control list first processed by the routing engine and then processed by the ACL. So let's today focus on the ACL syntax. So let's first target the standard access control list where packet is filtered based on only the source IP address. So let's get started. Now there's a fixed syntax, right? When it's come to the standard access control list, extended control list, the command line syntax is the same. Number one, access list. Access list is a command, right? Access list is a command. Then access list number. So this will define the which access list you would like to configure. If the number between the 1 to 99, it means it is your standard access control list. If you mention the number or configure the number start from 100 to 199, it means it's a extended access control list. Depending on the number, your option will get changed. Depending on the number, your options will get changed. Okay. So when I say number means for standard 1 to 99 and extended 100 to 199. You can use expanded range as well. That should not be the issue. So access list is the command, then next is a number and the next is your action. Whether this access control list or sequence number, this particular sequence number, or you can say access control list entry, right? Whether the statement, whatever you mention as a source IP address or destination IP address, protocol field, whether it's a permit or deny, action, right after number, you have to define the action. So there are two actions only, permit and deny. Permit means allow the packet. Deny means drop the packet. Clear? Then next field is, now consider here we have mentioned access list number 10. So it's a 10 means it's the standard access control list, right? Now after permit you have only liberty to configure the source IP address. You cannot configure the destination IP address, you cannot configure the destination port and protocol field. There is only one option for the standard access control list, which is the source IP address, right? You cannot define TCP protocol, you cannot define the UDP protocol. Only one option, that is the source IP address or source subnet, right? These are two options, one option you have. Either allow source address or either allow the source subnet, entire subnet. So now when we say after action source and source wildcard mask, what does it mean, right? How to calculate wildcard mask? It's very simple, depending on the subnet mask. Consider your IP address, LAN IP address is 10.5.2.0/24. 24 means subnet mask 255.255.255.0, right? So this is your subnet mask. So how to calculate a wildcard mask, right? So it's a inverse. So what you have to do, above your subnet mask you have to write down 255.255.255.255. Your all bit should be 255. 25 minus 255, 0. 255 minus 255, 0. 255 minus 255, 0. 255 minus 0, 255. Now guys, consider source address and source wildcard mask. So what you will do, if you would like to mention this subnet as a source subnet. So how you will do it? You will do like this: 10.5.2.0 and wildcard mask 0.0.0.255, means match entire network. In the subnet mask, we can identify the host portion by 0. Here in the wildcard mask, we can identify the network portion by 0. Clear? Right? So now if you would like to allow or permit or deny whatever, if you like to match single host, simply what you will do here, now just rub this. If you want to allow single host, IP address is 10.5.2.10. This single host I would like to match in this ACL number 10. So what you will do here, right? ACL number 10, simple source IP address 10.5.2.10 and wildcard mask 0.0.0.0, means this all the bits you have to match. Clear? All bits you have to match, right? If you want to match a single host, your subnet mask or wildcard mask bit will be wildcard mask card is 0.0.0.0. Why? 255.255.255 means /32 single IP address. So if you minus 255.all255 minus all 255, your answer is 0.0.0.0. There is other way. Don't use this. I would say don't go for this option, right? Better way, after permit or deny action, what you can do here, instead of IP address, you have to just mention additional keyword host, HOST host, and after that host you can mention the IP address 10.5.2.10. Now in this case you don't require the wildcard mask. Why? Because already use host keyword. Whatever IP address you will mention after host keyword, it means that is your single IP address. If you want to allow the subnet, definitely you have to go for wildcard. If you want to allow the single host, you have to go with the host keyword. Clear? Now guys, this is access list. Access list 10 means number, permit, action. 10.5.1.10 is your source address, 0.0.0.0 is your wildcard bit. Clear? What we have done so far here, guys, we are matching only one single host. Alternate command for this, after permit, just use keyword host and use this IP 10.5.1.10. no need to mention the wildcard. Why? Host itself is a single host. Clear? So what is the syntax of standard access control list? First, access list is the command, then access is number. For standard you can use from 1 to 99 or expanded range. Then action, permit or deny, only two action you can set out here. Next is a source IP address, whether you can define through the single IP address through host command or you can define your subnet to the wildcard bit. Clear? So let's move on to the extended access control list syntax, right? Next, yes, standard access control list. Of course, standard access control list filter the packet based on the source IP, destination IP address, protocol field and the port number. Source IP address you can match subnet or single host. Destination IP address you can match entire subnet or single host. Yes, same. Port number, what is port number? Means 16-bit port number, start from 1 to 65535. You can match the port number as. What is the protocol field? Protocol field means TCP, UDP, IP, EIGRP, ICMP, OSPF. These kind of protocol you can also match. Great, impressive. Extended access control is most of the time when it's come to the data filtering, at that time extended access control list comes in the picture. When we will use the same ACL, right, for the routing update, to restrict the routing update or to manipulate the routing traffic, protocol, routing protocol traffic, at that time we always use the standard access control list. Clear? I will tell you in the later section why we are not using the standard access control list to filter the packet, right? We have that. Access list, standard access, extended access control list syntax. Simple. Start from access list. Then you have to mention the number. For extended, what number you will use? 100 to 199 and expanded range if required. Number, common. Action. So here our number will be between the 100 to 199 or expanded range. Then action, you have to set the action, permit and deny, irrespective of whether it is a standard access list or extended. There are only two actions, permit and deny. Next, permit and deny, you have to define the protocol. Protocol means the TCP, UDP, IP, ICMP, EIGRP, OSPF. These protocols you can define over here. Clear? Protocol. Once you define the protocol, then you have to define the, so you cannot change this syntax. After protocol field, you have to mention your source address, right? Then source wildcard mask, destination address, destination wildcard mask, and the last is a port number. Last is a port number. Clear? Port number means that 16-bit port number 1265535 TCP or UDP. Depending on the protocol, what protocol you are defining here. If you are defining the UDP as a protocol, so here you have to mention the UDP ports. Example, DNS 53. If your DNS is a configure as a UDP protocol, port number 53, so you have to mention protocol UDP as a protocol over here and port number 53 over here. But you will mention, if you have mentioned UDP as a protocol and port number 22, no, never. Why? Because SSH is always a TCP. SSH is always a TCP, not make any sense to configure UDP and mention the port number 22. Why? Because you know guys, SSH is a TCP base, not a UDP base. So here you have to choose a correct protocol and here you have to choose the correct port as well. And the last, logs. Logs mean generate the logs. If traffic is match and action is performed based on the ACL, then generate the logs. So this is the syntax of the extended access control list. We'll see live, we will see. Okay. Then here actual command. Access list is a command. 100 is your ACL number. Permit is your action. TCP is your protocol. Here you can define TCP, UDP, IP as well. This is your source IP address. Then wildcard bit of the source. Destination IP address. Wildcard bit of destination IP address. EQ means equal to port number 21. EQ port number 21 means FTP port number and logs. Here is one catch guys. If you want to allow if you want to match single IP address, so do one thing. Don't use wildcard mask. Use host keyword here. Host. What will the command? Access list 100 permit. Host, TCP, host 10.5.1.10 means a single IP I would like to match. Then host destination IP address 10.5.2.11. EQ equal to 21 means port number FTP port number 21 and generate the logs. Very simple. Clear? If you want guys, you can add a remark or description to the ACL. Right? Means after 100 there is a one field permit, deny, and another field is your remark. So through remark you can add a description. Clear? Now one thing guys, if I would like to allow or I would like to match a particular subnet as a destination, so you have to go with the wildcard bit. Wildcard, आपको wildcard use करना ही पड़ेगा. So in this case, consider I would like to allow entire 5 network. That's what I will do here. After host, after source, I will mention 10.5.2.0 wildcard mask 0.0.0.255. If it is a 16/16 10.5.2.0/16, so in that case 0.0.255.255. Depending on the mask, what net mask you have configured for the interface. So here you guys, here you go. See in this example, right? What is the subnet mask for this LAN /24? Of course, so means or 255 minus 255.255.255.0. So your wildcard is a 0.0.0.255. If your subnet mask is a /16, right, your wildcard is 0.0.255.255. If consider your mask is, if your mask is /23 means /23 means 255.255.254.0. सो इसमें से सारे 255 माइनस कर लो, बराबर. 255 माइनस 255 0, 255 माइनस 255 0, 255 माइनस 254 1, एंड हियर 255 माइनस 0 255. So 0.0.1.255 is your wild card. So मैं आपको वही बोल रहा हूँ. So all 255 minus your subnet mask. That's it. It's a very simple process, guys. Right? In the ACL, you cannot use to match the traffic. You cannot use the subnet. You have to use a wild card. This is how it's designed. This is how it's designed. So now, guys, hope you got the syntax, standard access control list and extended access control. These are the syntax, right, of standard and extended. Correct. So let's look for the actual configuration, right? We'll have a question mark after every command, and I will describe you what are the fields which your ACL syntax allow to match or to take upon correct action. Yeah, perfect. So let's go. Let's move on. So standard access control list, right? So let's see the syntax. We just review the syntax. Access list, access is number, then you can have your action, then you can define the source IP address. So let's start with this. So first you have to go to the enable, then go to the configuration, terminal prompt. Here you can go. You have to create the access control list, right? On a global configuration mode, right? And the same access control you can apply it on a interface. So today let's only focus on the access control list syntax. Fine. So let's start. Now access control list, then command access list question mark. Once you have a question mark, so you can see the two access control lists, right? Here you can see the two access control lists. One is the access control list 1 to 99 with the standard access control list, and another the extended access control list, right? Why I am telling the why only these two ACL numbers showing over here? Range, two range. It's a normal range 1 to 99 and 100 to 199. Why? Because it's a Cisco packet tracer. We do not have any other options to configure. Cisco packet tracer does have some limitations, right? So but definitely I can make a video where I will show you the actual configuration. Okay, let's go. So next, the number is a ACL number. ACL number is a, now we would like to configure the standard access control list. So what we will do here, we will configure access list number 10 or start from 1 to 99. So let's start with the 10, right? After 10, right, this is the number. Then if you go to question mark, there are two options, three options showing over here. One is action, whether it is a permit, right, or deny. These are the two options showing. The third one is a remark. Remark is for to have the description to your access control list. So आप क्या कर सकते हो यहाँ पे डिस्क्रिप्शन दे सकते हो. तो action is a permit, a deny, permit and the remark, right? My bad. Remark is not an action actually. Permit and deny is only action. Remark is only your description. Clear? Now say then you have to set the action. For example, permit. I would like to permit the traffic. Right? Means access control list 10. Permit the traffic, but which traffic your access control list will permit. So let's match. It's a standard, so it will match only source IP address. Correct? So now have a question mark again. So you can see side A.B.C.D means you can configure the single IP address or you can configure the subnet. But you make sure if you choose the option A.B.C.D means you have to use a wildcard mask. Any means all source. Any means all source will get permit. Then host means single host. I told you, right? Single host. If you want to define the single IP address, so you can host. You can use a host keyword over here. So now what will happen? Permit host. Then IP address is 10.5.1.10. Right? What does it mean? means before this IP address 10.5.1.10 you have mentioned the host keyword. What does it mean? It's a single IP address. It means a single IP address. Clear, right? If you would like to define the single IP address through wildcard mask, so 10.5.1.0 and wildcard mask is 1.10, wildcard mask 0.0.0.0.0 means, what does it mean? It means this is the single IP address. All 255 means /32, right? These are the options you can have. Then question marks over, right? That's it. Why? Because the standard access control is, you do not have any option. You have only one option to filter the source IP address or source subnet, correct? So this is the access control list. Hit enter, right? Another, see, you can add one more statement. So what you have done so far here, I have permit the traffic from 10.5.1.10, but I would like to deny the traffic from 10.5.1.20. So what you will do here, you will add one more statement, right? Start with access list 10, means one more line will be added in the access list number 10. So access list 10 deny then host deny host 10.5.1.20 add. So what will happen here, as per this ACL, right? So traffic will get permit in the access list 10, right? If this 10.5.1.10 match, permit the traffic. In the access list 10, if the IP match source IP is match as a 10.5.1.20, deny the traffic, right? Sequential order until the match is made, correct? So now see, in the access control list, how many statement or how many sequence you have? 1 and 2 sequence. How you can see? End or yes, end. Here you can see show access list command. Okay, here you go, right? What you can able to see, you have a 2 sequence number you have just added. The first one is a permit. Why? Because whenever you add a new statement, it's always placed on the bottom, right, of the ACL. So first statement, permit the traffic from this host, source host, and in the second sequence number, if the source is match over here 10.5.1.20, packet will get denied. Consider you receive the traffic from source 10.5.1.20. So first it will match sequence number 10, but in the sequence number 10 you are matching you have add host IP 10.5.1.10 and you are receiving the traffic from 10.5.1.20. So first it will match sequence number 10, then it will match sequence number 20. Here the sequence IP address, source IP address match in the sequence number 20, so your traffic will get denied. Clear? So do one thing, add one more sequence number. Add one more sequence number. Again go to the configuration terminal, add access list same number 10, then permit. Now permit 10.5.1.0 0.0.0.255. What does it mean? Slashed entire network, right? First means 0.0.0 network ID, right? This is my host ID, so entire network will get allowed, right? 10.5.1.0/24, right? This will get allowed. So this now newly created sequence number will add at the bottom. So the first sequence number is 10, next is 20, another you will see as a 30, and the 30 you will see permit and this subnet. Okay, so let's check, let's verify. Enter, end, then show IP or show IP access list or only access list. You can show IP access lists. Enter. See guys, here you can go. You have added new statement which is placed at the bottom of the ACL. You can have so many sequence number, don't worry about that, but make sure more specific should on the top. More specific means more specific IP addresses /32/30. If you would like to allow the entire subnet /24/23, that should be the bottom or after more specific. Clear? Now this is the overall syntax of the access control list, standard access control list. Then how to configure now the extended access control list, right? So let's move on. Okay, again go to the configuration terminal. Configuration terminal. Guys, I will definitely tell you, right, when we will have the lab practical, detailed lab practical with the example, I will tell you how to apply the access control list on the interface. Then there are different scenarios we'll take. Okay, then let me remove this. Okay, access list, right? Here you go, number. If I mention 100, it means extended access control list. 100, then question mark, right? Action, of course, irrespective of standard, irrespective of extended, this first three is common: access list, number, and action, right? Access list 100, then action is permit, and question mark. After permit, remember the syntax, guys. Remember syntax. Now is a protocol field: TCP, UDP, IP, ICMP, right? You can, right? Permit, then have a question mark, Prasad. Yes, here you go, guys. Question mark, right? In the question mark, right field, what in the question mark you can filter the protocol: AHP, EIGRP, then ESP, GRE, ICMP, IP, OSPF, TCP, and UDP. Right? If you would like to, let's spend some more time over here. If you would like to permit port number 22, which is SSH. SSH is a TCP protocol. So guys, make sure you have to choose a TCP as a protocol. If you select the IP, so it means it allow everything, TCP and UDP as well. You do not have any other option, right? You will not see any option to allow the port number. If you select the IP, which include TCP, UDP, all the ports. If you want to match the specific ports, destination port, then you have to select the TCP or UDP. Don't select the IP. When you say IP, means you have only option to match the protocol, which is the IP, source IP, and destination IP. That's it. You will not have any options to match the destination port number. Clear? I will show you. Okay. After that, permit. See, permit IP. After IP, there is a different field. You can say now source IP address. So host, right? 10.5.1.10. Then this is my source. This is my source. Single IP address. Then destination, host. Then 10.5.2.10. Question mark. See, guys. You say here quality of service, right? You can add a DSCP bit, everything, but you do not have any option to configure the port number. Where is the port number, Prasad? This is the extended access control list, right? Where is the port number? You said source IP, destination IP, port number, protocol field, right? We can understand. This is the protocol field, this is the source port, and this is the destination port. Where is your port number? No, you already select IP. I told you. Once you select the IP, you not have any option to match the destination port number, right? Okay, let's do one thing. Hit enter. So this is your first sequence. Then access list 100 or not 111 100. Then permit. Here you can go protocol TCP. After TCP, you have to define the source subnet. Let's consider source subnet. Source subnet 10.5.1.0. Then now you have to use the mask wildcard 255, means entire 10.5.1.0/24 network, and destination host, particularly my DNS server, example DNS, right? Host 10.5.2.100, and here you have now option, guys, EQ equal to, right? Equal to. Now you have option equal to, and you can mention the port number 53. Actually, basically UDP, DNS is a UDP, so you have to define UDP over here, but you can configure the DNS protocol as a TCP as well. So let's consider our DNS is a TCP. So now here is time to call EQ and port number 53. EQ and port number 53. EQ port number 53. Right? So now how many statements we do have in the standard extended access control is 102. Okay? Let's see. Let me remove this. Show IP access list. So how many access lists, guys, you will see? 2 access list. One is a standard 10 and extended 100. Right? Enter. Okay, here you go, guys. Right? You can see the 2 ACLs over here. One is a standard, right? It's automatically take. When you have configure, you have just configure number. Based on number, your Cisco IOS know this is the standard, and based on number 100, your Cisco IOS know this is the extended. In the extended access control list, and you can see two statements, statement number 10, sequence number 10 and sequence number 20, right? In the sequence number 10, you have allowed IP means all the port destination port number, right, irrespective of specific port. You have defined the 53 TCP and define the port number 53, right, TCP 53. so automatically you take domain means DNS, वो iOS उसको convert कर लेता है, don't worry, it converted from port number to name, right? So let's add one more UDP SNMP, right? Let's how you can configure. Again same access control list, access list guys, 100 permit entire subnet 10.5.1.0, then 0.0.0.255, and the destination IP is now different, right? So that is the reason you have to add a keyword, my bad. After permit guys, you have to define the protocol field UDP, then 10.5.1.0, 0.0.0.255, then host destination 10.5.2.101, which is my SNMP, and the port number 161, equal to right, 161 and equal to 162. These are my port. I will tell you guys, I will tell you when we will have the practical, I will tell you what is this, greater than, less than, right? We will see later. Clear? Okay, go back. Now you have added two more sequence numbers, show IP access list, enter. Here you go guys, right? Here you can see, right, UDP port number, the statement is added at the bottom, 10, 20, after 30, after 20 we have added a 30 and 40. In the 30 you have add SNMP port. Why? 161 is the SNMP port, send and receive trap, and here equal to 162, right? You have added one. Now if you add one more statement, it will always place at bottom. Clear? It will place at the bottom. Clear? Okay, let's move on. Oh, sorry. So guys, thank you so much. This is all about the access control list syntax. It's not over. Now I will come up with the part 3 where you will have the complete hands-on deep dive lab, okay, with the different scenario. Thank you so much. Please subscribe the channel so that you will get the notification.